Go ahead and take a seat. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Bring your arms straight out and up a little bit above your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in, a big cleansing breath. So inhale fully, exhale, blow it all the way out. And on the next exhale, we're going to start to move. So inhale, exhale, hug up inside of you, curl your tailbone, and start to roll your pelvis back. Imagine that ballsy inside of you is kind of like a rolling pin, pressing each vertebrae down one at a time. And notice that you don't hold your breath on this. Come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms out behind you, and then exhale. You're going to go ahead and peel yourself up off the floor. And I want you to notice as you're rolling up, if you lose your breath and start to crunch it, think about how you're using your core. You want to start at the pelvic floor and lift up as opposed to crunching down. So you shouldn't lose your breath on this. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll yourself back. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Inhale, take your arms over your head, just kind of feeling it from head to toe. Exhale, lift up inside of you, gently hug and imprint your low back on the floor and peel yourself up without lifting your legs. It's just all that deep core connection. All right, this time we're going to roll halfway back. So you make a capital C from your tailbone to your head, and then roll tuck your pelvis a little bit more so your tailbone curls. If that's hard for you to feel, take your hands down to the floor and press them forward so that you're sort of tractioning your pelvis into a curl. Once you feel that low, take your arms out in front of you. Let's go back a little bit further. All right, now to make it a little more challenging, cross your forearms. Now from here, keep your belly button in, but straighten your spine. That gets a little bit of that rectus, that outer core muscle. And then curl your pelvis in. Hug that pelvic floor up. Keep hugging inside of you, but straighten out your spine again. Keep hugging. Exhale, draw your belly button in deeper, and then come all the way to the floor. Whew. Bring your hands behind your head. Roll up to your shoulder blades. And just tune into your breath. Inhale. As you exhale, start to hug up inside of you. Feel how your pubic bone draws up towards your belly button. And then I want you to bring your left knee up in the air. So from here, we're going to press the right leg down into the floor, and you're going to rotate over to the left 5 times. Inhale to center, exhale, rotate. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate. Now squeeze into that rotation, like hug that ball up inside of you and roll it over inside your left butt cheek, deeper, deeper, deeper. Inhale, exhale. Remember, your head is pressing back into your hands. You're not pulling on your head. Your abs are lifting. Here's that 5th one. Rotate around and hold there. Stretch your right leg up to the ceiling. Reach your right hand up. 5 pulses at the very top. Hugging from the inside. 1 more. Good. Hold there. Float the right leg up. Take the right arm behind your head and breathe. Take your left arm inside your inner thigh and press and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And then roll down. Let's keep it going. Stretch your legs out long. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up to your shoulder blades. All right, from here, draw your pelvic floor up and in. See if you can feel the back of your pelvic floor hugging in. And then float your right knee up. 5 rotations over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale. See how deep you can go. Hug from the inside. This isn't a top-down thing. Inhale to center. Rotate on that exhale to a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to center. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug up a little bit deeper inside of you. Now float the left leg off the floor. And breathe. Stretch your right leg up in the air and reach that left fingertips up towards that right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We get a little extra on this side. Take the left arm out behind you and the right arm inside that inner thigh. Press and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And then come on down. Woo. We had a little extra leg lift on that side. Take a breath in and just shake it all out. Inhale, fully release your pelvic floor. Exhale, hug it up and in. Let's roll up again. Shoo. Up and over your hamstrings. Good. Okay, so this time we're gonna come into a V-sit and you're gonna curl your pelvis and we're gonna do 10 V-ups. And they're gonna look like this. We're not crunching, we're hugging in from up inside. So inhale, open, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get that extra squeeze at the top without letting it come from your shoulders. Five more. Lift, 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 lift. Lift up and out of your pelvis so it's not all hip flexory. You're right up in that pelvic floor. When you get to 10, pause at the top. Here. Now rotate over to the left with your upper body. Let's gently take that left or that right arm to the outside of that left leg and just give it like a 3 out of 10 press and resist. Take your left arm up and then switch, rotate to the right. 3 out of 10 pressure, just gentle, but press out with that right leg. Right arm goes up. Arms in front. Bring your hands to your hamstrings, roll down to that low back and pull yourself up so that your shoulder blades are up off the floor and then let go and see if you can stay up that high and hold. We're gonna touch each ankle 10 times. So we've got a total of 20. Come up a little higher if you're dropping down and then hold it from the inside. Here we go. 20. You're just side bending and touching that ankle. Bring your knees away from you a little bit. When you get a total of 20 touches, 10 on each side, you're gonna roll all the way down. Take your knees forward. And then roll back. Woo. Take your feet down and just windshield wiper your knees for a moment. Arms out wide. See if you can stretch it out. See if you can imagine pulling all that nice like fiery burn through your body. So it's just not consolidated in one spot. That fascia and that energy of strength and connection just flows through your body. Take your legs out long. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Let's roll up again and stretch up and over those legs. All right. Arms up. Inhale. Curl your pelvis and roll down nice and slowly. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring your knees up to tabletop. You're going to slightly point your knees over to the left. And we're going to stretch the feet up above the knees. Roll your head and shoulders up. We've got 10 curls. Now this one is specifically hitting that right oblique more. So when you get to that 10th one, you're going to hold it up. Let's tune back into the breath. So at the exhale is where you're doing the hard move. Curling up, hugging that ball up inside of you, inside your spine. That was a long rep. When you get to your 10th one, bring your knees back to center. Shake them out a little bit. The knees come over to the right. Here we go. Curl your pelvis up. Lift that left sits bone up a little bit higher. Everything curls up. 10 hip curls. Here we go. We're going to pick one of these in the middle and hold it a little bit longer. Here we go. This one. Ready? Curl your pelvis up, 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 up. And then it comes down without dropping, comes down a little bit with control, but not all the way. When you get to your 10 count, hold that pelvis up. Here's the last one. Up, bring your knees back to center. Take both hands up towards your toes. Eyes are looking through your knees and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop down. You should be building a pretty good burn at this point. Stretch your legs out long, stretch your arms out long. Let's do one more move. Bend your knees and then let them fall over to the left. You're gonna let the left leg stay on the floor. You're gonna open up the right knee. All right, hands behind the head. Try to square your chest out to the ceiling a little bit more, but without cranking on your ribs. See if you can do it from your muscles and your fascia instead of forcing your shoulders. So inhale, exhale, roll on up to the shoulder blades. And now we're gonna take that right leg straight up. And see if you can reach that leg up to the ceiling and almost curl that right hip up a little bit higher. The left leg is still on the ground, but this one has a lot of action in it. You're gonna take your left fingertips up towards that toe, just a little bit of a different angle here. And we're gonna do 5 slow pulses. So here's 5, 4, head and shoulders are rolling up. That leg is reaching up, it's not moving that far though. 2, 1, hold that. Now you're gonna take that left leg, you're gonna use that inner thigh to lift that leg up. You should feel that through your core. Stretch that leg long so it's hovering over the floor. You're in this like kind of sideways scissor. Reach up a little bit more. And then we're gonna take that left hand to the outside of that right leg and gently press like a 3 out of 10 press. It's super light, but press and resist. 3, 2, 1. Rotate your right elbow towards that left knee. 3, 2, 1. And then come back down. Whew. We're just trying to hit all the angles here. All right, take your knees over to the right this time. You're gonna drop that right leg down and bring your hands behind your head, come up to the shoulder blades, stretch your left leg up to the ceiling, and you're curling that leg up. So here comes the right hand towards the left toes, and we're gonna do 5 slow pulses. 4, lift that whole femur up. 3, head and shoulders come up. 2, 1. Now float that right leg off the floor, using those inner thighs like there's a magnet between your inner thighs. Squeeze them, and then right leg is gonna hover, this sideways scissor here. Reach up a little bit more, and then take your right arm to the outside of that left leg and press like 3, level 3. 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna rotate that left elbow around and hold it, just reaching towards that right hand. 3, 2, 1, and then come down. All right. You should feel that. Take a breath into that burn, into that fire, into that strength. Inhale. Open it all up inside. So imagine all those muscles that you've been hugging and wrapping and lifting, you're opening them up. You're almost blooming them open. So let them go. Open your sits bones, open front to back. Let everything release. And then use your exhale to let everything even go even more. And just notice if you can feel that energy flowing through you. It's just that energy of connecting into your center and just knowing that you've got it no matter what, that you can dig deep, that you can find that core connection. We're gonna finish with a roll up. So take a breath in, and this time on the exhale, hug that ball up inside of you and roll yourself up like a big pulley system. And then we'll do a quick stretch. So come around onto your stomach and come all the way down. You can have your hands a little bit wider if you want, and then pull your chest through. Instead of leading with your head, lead with your chest. You're just trying to get a nice stretch on those abs. And you should feel the fascia and the muscle stretching without pinching your back. You can twist a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and then push back into child's pose. And there you have it. Another core workout. Keep practicing integrating that pelvic floor into all that you do.